Hi everyone, today we're going to be making green enchiladas. So the ingredients that you're going to need for this recipe is chicken breast, tomatillos, onion, garlic, jalapeno, cilantro, and tortillas. Now, for your cheese, I like to use Oaxaca, but where I live, there's not a lot of Mexican stores really close by, so I had to buy what I could find. So I just bought quesadilla queso, but if you can, get Oaxaca, because that's really good for melting on top of the enchiladas. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start cooking our chicken. I'm going to cook the 2 chicken breasts in water, along with a small onion and 4 cloves of garlic. And then we're going to add salt to season and cumin as well. So you just basically put everything in the pot. Just add the salt and the cumin. And it'll be to taste. It's whatever you like. So if you don't like cumin, don't add cumin. If you like a lot, add a lot. And if you don't add as much. Again, we're going to let it boil. And once it's cooked, then we will start making the enchiladas. Okay, while the chicken's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and put my tomatillos and jalapenos to cook. So just take the stems off and rinse off your jalapenos, and then just take the husks from the tomatillos. And then we will put them in water and start boiling them. Just do that to all of them. And then I'm going to rinse them off and put them to. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to cook our tomatillos and our jalapenos while the chicken's cooking. Add water into a pot, just enough to cover your tomatillos, and then add your jalapenos. I've already rinsed off all the jalapenos and the tomatillos. I'm putting 5 jalapenos in because I like my food spicy. If you don't like spicy, then do less. And then that's all you do, and just put it to boil. Once it starts boiling, you will be able to tell when it's ready because it will change colors. It'll go from like a dark green to a lighter green, and then you'll know that your tomatillos and jalapenos are ready. This is what I meant earlier, that your tomatillos will change color. So they went from this green here to this green here. Once they're completely this color here, then that means they're cooked and you can stop them from boiling. So it just needs a little bit more because this one has a little bit darker green on it still. Okay, so our jalapenos and our tomatillos are done. So we're gonna blend them with all the different ingredients. We're gonna put them into the blender. And then we're gonna take onion. This is 1 cup of onion. I just cut it into strips. 1 cup of onion. 3 cloves of garlic. This is like a cup of cilantro. You can do less. I really like jalapeno or cilantro, so I put a lot in here. And then I'm using the chicken broth from the same chicken that we cooked. I'm not going to use regular water because the broth gives it a lot more flavor. So I'm going to use the broth from the chicken that we just finished cooking. I'm just going to pour it in there. I'm actually using 3 cups. So I can have some left over. And then you just blend it. Once it's done blending, then we'll put it to boil. Okay, so the tomatillo sauce is done blending. So I went ahead and I put it into this pot so it can boil. If you notice, when I was blending, I didn't add salt or cumin to it because the broth already had some in, but I did taste it. I'm going to add a little bit more cumin to this just because I want a little bit more taste. I'm not going to add salt because the broth had enough salt that it does not need any more salt, but I'm going to add a little bit more cumin. And then you're going to bring this to a boil. It'll take maybe like 5 minutes or so to start boiling. The next step is to fry your tortillas. You can microwave the tortillas if you don't want to fry them, if you don't want to use oil. The only reason I don't like putting mine in the microwave is because they tear up a little bit more when you're rolling them into the enchiladas. So I prefer to use oil. So you just fry as many tortillas that you will be needing, and just do however many you need, and then set them aside. And then in a bit here, we will roll the tortillas into the enchiladas. Okay, I took the chicken that we cooked and I shredded it, really finely. I mean, you can do it bigger if you want. I just actually took the mixer and I shredded it because I don't like to do it by hand, so I used a mixer, but you can shred it any way you want. Then you're going to take the chicken, put it in the middle of the tortilla, and then you're just going to roll it. Remember, the tortillas are hot. If you just took them out of the oil, they're going to be hot. So be really careful when you're rolling them because you can burn your fingers. And you just roll them. I like to use a deep pan because I want to put a lot of enchilada sauce in it. So I want a deep pan so I can be able to pour a lot of enchilada sauce. Once you're done and you've put them into your pan, you're going to take the enchilada sauce, which has already come to a boil. I take a cup, so I don't use a spoon, and then I just pour it all over the enchiladas. Make sure that some people will take the tortilla and dip it into the sauce, each individual tortilla, but I'm too lazy to do that. So I just do it the fast way. And I do like a lot of sauce, and like I said earlier, I made extra sauce because I want to keep some extra ones. I'm going to put it in the freezer. I put a lot of enchilada sauce on it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And then you just put the cheese all over it. And I preheat the oven. Well, I was making my enchiladas to 350 so it can melt the cheese. And so I'll put them in the oven just long enough to finish melting the cheese. Okay, so I left the enchiladas for like 5 minutes in the oven so the cheese could melt. So once they're out and you put them into your plate, we like to add sour cream to it on the top. I like Honduran sour cream, but we couldn't get any here, so then I just brought Salvadorian, so we'll see if it's good. But my preference is Honduran sour cream. I have the best sour cream. And that's it. Enjoy your enchiladas. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe down below. I will also be including the recipes down below. Have a good day.